With Dominaria United's early spoiler season starting, I've started to notice some similarities with cards that we've seen before. Hey guys, welcome back to Vacation Mode MTG Mox, man. Thanks for hanging out with me on the channel. Yeah, it's kind of a new camera setup today as I am not here in my regular location. I'm on vacation with the family and this is my place far away from home that I get to come and hang out. But I've got the camera gear, got things set up, and now we can still have our conversations in a shorter form, at least this week, as we go through things. So first off, Dominaria United. It's coming up. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. I'm very excited. And I've always enjoyed Wizards of the Coast creativity when they create new Magic products, give us new storylines, and give us new excitement to really break out the feel of this amazing game we all love. But the odd time, you feel like you've seen deja vu. You feel like you've seen this all before. It's a rinse and repeat. And when you look closely, you start seeing certain similarities between cards, card mechanics, card strength levels. There's a few people on the channel who've pointed this out in the past, and now that I'm aware of it, you start noticing it more and more. So I just want to share with you a couple of the spoilers that Wizards of the Coast gave us, some of these pre-early spoilers, and go over what these card mechanics are like, what they've done, and if we've seen it before. If this has been a rinse and repeat type formation, because I myself am really looking forward to Dominaria United. I was looking forward to this set even before the announcement of the Lost Legends being put inside the set. I was already psyched up and ready to go. But now that I'm starting to see some of the cards, I'm still excited, but it's kind of toned down a bit when I realized I've seen these cards before in different format settings. So let me show you the first card here. We're going to pop up here, and here is Jaya, the Fiery Negotiator. 2 red, 2 generic, okay? 4 loyalty planeswalker. +1 powers create a 1/1 red monk token, which is kind of cool, right? It's got prowess. I like that. -1 is exile the top 2 cards of your library. You can play one of them till the end of turn, right? Which is pretty cool. And then choose target creature an opponent controls. Whenever you attack this turn, Jaya's Fire Negotiator deals damage equal to the number of attacking creatures you control to that creature. I get it. That's great. -2 power. -8, you get an emblem. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you get to copy it twice. That is an amazing power. That is a really cool emblem to have. Yeah, it'll take a few turns to get there. You got to keep the negotiator around, but I enjoy the card. It's great. It's got 4 different powers. Very cool. And I looked at that card and I said, that's pretty amazing. I like that. It's a mythic. It gets me going. But then I started thinking, didn't I already see something similar to this, or some kind of planeswalker with the same type of power level? And guess what? Here is Chandra, the Torch of Defiance. Remember this? Not going back too far either. You look at this, it's a 4 loyalty for 2 red and 2 generic. It has 4 powers. +1, exile the top card of your library. You may cast that card, right? If you don't, it deals damage to each opponent. Okay, you get it? Kind of similar along that mechanic line. +1 power as well as add 2 red to your mana pool. Great. -3. Torch of Defiance deals 4 damage target creature, similar to the other power we just saw in Negotiator. And -7, you get an emblem. Whenever you cast a spell, that this emblem deals 5 damage to any target. Seems kind of similar, doesn't it? Maybe not the exact wording, and yeah, there's a copy spell versus a damage spell. I get those things are different, but it's along the same vein. It didn't take much creativity or ingenuity to come up with those cards. When you already have a baseline of what you're, like the math is already there saying, we know we can do this, X, 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 and it will equal this amount of card. People enjoy the card, people enjoy the ability. It's like a math equation on a table that they just inputted the data and they created a card. It doesn't seem very unique and inventive to me when I've already seen a card so similar, at least in my mind, to what I've seen before. Right, I'm not saying it's not going to be fun to play with. Of course, it's going to be an epic experience because we all love Jaya. We love the abilities of the cards. It's going to be a great time. But when you know you've seen something similar, or at least it seems similar enough to you, that you're like, oh, I've seen that card. It doesn't blow me away. It just doesn't. I get it. Mythic, same power level, same loyalty. It's similar enough. It's kind of like stuff we've seen with Jace the Mind Sculptor, except for Jace the Mind Sculptor back in the day was a much more game-ending card. right? The older Planeswalker cards like Karn, Ugin the Spirit Dragon, those things end games if their ultimate goes off. Here, they don't end it so much as just give you a definite edge, right? Thank God Wizards has never come up with anything that gets rid of emblems, because that'll just freak me out. But the idea of the power level has shifted over the years, but it seems like I can almost count on a certain mechanic level being there of what I expect these cards to be. Another example is they showed us this, and it blew my mind. I love the idea of this card. The Shivan Devastator. Look at that thing on the board, right? Blows your mind. You're like, okay, it's 1 generic red plus X. The thing has flying and haste. Get it? It's flying dragon with multiple head Hydra. Very cool. Comes into play with X +1/+1 counters on it. Now, that is a mythic level, amazing Shivan Dragon. I love the flavor text, right? Pardon me. There were so many reasons why Shiv was not high on Shibboleth's, list of places to conquer. What a great, epic kind of way of looking at that thing. The dragons and stuff that live in Shiv have just turned the Phyrexians off, and they don't want to deal with it. That's awesome. I love that idea that that's what's happening over there. It's like I hope that I see all kinds of text about Spardadia and the Thralls, but this is a great idea. The flavor is there about how creepy and dangerous going to this part of Dominaria is. That's awesome. The card's amazing. It's a mythic. But we've seen this card before. It is not the first time it's come around, and it's not that long ago since we saw this card on the play. Take a look at this one. See if you remember this. Here is a Mistcutter Hydra. Oh, mic bang probably by accident. Sorry, guys. 1 green plus X. The Mistcutter Hydra can't be countered. Doesn't have flying, but it can't be countered. It has haste. So does the Shiv Dragon. This one has protection from blue. Wow. The Shiv doesn't have that. And this is a rare, not a mythic. If anything, this is a better version of the card other than it's missing flying. But you can't be countered, and you're going to go ahead and get protection from blue. And it still comes in with +X counters, right? Look at that card and compare the two, and you go, which one would you rather have? Which one is going to be the right one? It just shows that these similarities, when you start breaking some of the cards down, Wizards of the Coast, in my opinion, so far, has kind of taken a safe path, a safe route in the cards that they're giving us in this set. There might still be some big hard-hitting bangers coming out later on, but when I'm viewing this as a product right now, just from the initial response and reaction I'm getting from myself, I'm kind of like, it's going to be a good set. I like the cards I'm seeing, but nothing out of the ordinary so far. Just those two cards alone tells me that they're kind of taking a straight and narrow line, matching up cards that have previously been maybe played and done well and weren't too overpowered. I mean, if anything, that Mistcutter is a definite advantage over the Shiv Dragon, minus the fact that it doesn't have flying, but it can't be countered. And it has protection from blue. That's just too, it's like the power level on the Mistcutter is definitely in a better place, and the Shiv is the mythic. So you're like, it's kind of like a downgraded version. But the flavor text is definitely with that Shiv Dragon Hydra. And when I look at Jaya versus the Torch of Defiance, they're both very similar to me. Different playability factors in what their emblems will do, but the rest of it seems like a rinse and repeat fare to me that's not too exciting. So before you start getting all freaked out about these amazing cards that are in the set, it's always good just to kind of sit down, take a moment and say, have I seen this before? Does it seem that unique? Has this all been done before? And then if you know that, if you know some of these cards have kind of been around before, start looking for other cards in the set that help lock up a good deck. Because if you've seen these cards before, chances are there'll be other cards that worked well with these cards in the past. Different, similar cards, maybe different names, different abilities, but there may have been amazing killer decks put out 5 years ago that now work with the cards you've seen, and there'll be cards like that coming up in Dominaria United. It's like you're seeing a mirror of itself with slightly different powers, but the cards will interconnect to make a better, more playable deck, and you won't have to work even a quarter as hard as you thought you did because you already know what other decks were out there before. Look at those killer decks from 3, 4, 5 years ago. Start looking for the card names, what archetypes worked well with it, and see if they repeat it inside this set. Just a little tinfoil hat theory for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. So thanks a lot for hanging out with me on the channel today. Hope you guys are having an awesome day wherever you are in the world of magic. I look forward to some more videos this week with you all with this kind of setup because, I'm on vacation. I'm not going to... I just can't do it. I'm doing the best I can here, and I hope you guys are too. Have an awesome day today, guys. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. And of course, a big shout out to all the fantastic patrons on the channel who make videos like this possible each and every day. Thanks again for that continued support to all the loyal patrons on the channel. Have an awesome day. Well, how's it going there, special people? Hope everyone's having an awesome day wherever you are. I'm sipping the coffee in the morning. I did all this filming before the family woke up. I got the new lights set up here in the basement. I got the green screen put up in the background at my place where I'm vacationing. It's pouring rain right now, but it's okay. I still managed to talk to some of you guys on the Discord too. You're the special people. Yeah, I'm not going to miss you guys. This is right at the end. We got to make sure this happens for you. Got the new microphone down here. It's on a stand instead of like the big folding arm. It's a little bit weird for the setup, but it's okay. I'm going to have to sit a lot. I'm kind of on this bouncing stool thing right now, but it's all great. It feels good starting a vacation, And I still get to spend time with you all, so this is like perfect. This is like working out better than I expected. A few like sound issues I was trying to work out. It was really weird, but got those worked out this morning at like 6 in the morning, so it's perfect. Everything is perfect. Everything is awesome. Got the coffee. I hope your day is going to be as great as mine's going to be, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the day. We deserve it. Enjoy the day.